When creating a new game in GameMaker, this is the window that first comes up. The left side of the screen shows the different types of resources that make up the game: sprites, objects, backgrounds, sounds, and rooms. These are currently empty, but the names of the resources appear as they are added to the game. The menu bar along the top of the window contains all of the commands that allow us to work with resources, although our most common tasks are located here in the toolbar. We'll start by creating a sprite. Although you can always resize an image when making a sprite, it's good to have your image already sized down to about 128 pixels tall or wide, whichever is the larger number when you bring it into GameMaker. Small sprites should be 32 pixels, a medium sprite should be 64 pixels, and a large sprite should be 128 pixels. So to create our sprite, we're going to go up here to the toolbar, to our little Pac-Man, and click it, Create a Sprite. This will open up the sprite creation window. We're going to go ahead and give it a name. It's important to name your sprites names that you can remember to keep your game organized. It's also important not to put any punctuation or leave spaces in your names. If you need to put a space between two words in your name, it's always good to use the underscore between the two. If we were going to load a sprite, we would click here. We're going to create our own using the GameMaker software here, so we're going to click Edit Sprite. We're going to click on Image 0 here. It's going to open up the image editor. We're going to zoom in to make our sprite. You can turn this grid on or off. It will not show up in your final sprite drawing. Here are the tools to draw with over here, and here are your color choices over here. I'm going to create a very simple sprite for this tutorial. Just going to create a blue square. Go ahead and fill it in. As soon as you're finished, click on Close, saving the changes. You'll see a preview of our sprite here. We're going to go ahead and click OK, save the changes. And when we're finished, we'll click OK. I'm going to go ahead and create our second sprite, which will be our enemy in our game. I'm going to call this one Enemy Sprite. And this time I'm going to load it from an external place. I'll look through my folder of gaming characters that I've already created here. I'm going to select it. I'm going to hit Open. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. We've already created our first two sprites. You can go ahead and create the rest of your sprites now, or create them as you go along. Don't forget, at any point you can go back and edit these sprites in any way you like.